What's up, YouTube? What's up, family? We're back for another video, but today we're gonna talk about Jessica, Changeling, and if she's worth summoning or not. My honest opinion, well, I've been wanting her from the beginning, before I even knew what this game was, or not. Okay, not before I knew what it was, but when I first seen this game, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, you need a poison team, you need poison meta, meta this, meta that," and you know me, I was just like, "Oh man, this meta, I need to do it." I chase meta, right? Chasing meta is it's not good. It's not a good thing to do. You get stressed if you don't have this unit, you don't have that unit, and then you just don't think for yourself. And we're gonna go over her kit today, and I'm gonna give you my opinion on whether she's worthy on something or not. As you can see, we're on Pride Win. I feel that's a site a lot of people use for this tier list, or just to see what people are rated. She's S on global, CN, and overall. And I think you guys know by now, but when you see global and CN, whenever you see the S tier, that just means whatever the content is for that update. So plant, she is very good for it right now. But overall, she is a S tier DPS, which is what she is. And this right here is her ultimate, which we're going to talk about. I think she does the most damage in the game. 350% reality damage and inflicts poison on all enemies for 2 rounds. Kind of cracked. And you know, her kit, she needs everybody to be poisoned all the time. And then they also take 30% of her attack as Genesis damage, which I believe is true damage, which is just cracked on itself. So her ultimate is top tier. One of her 2 basic skills is called White Blankie, and when you have it at just 1 star, it does 180% reality damage. And if the target suffers from poison, it deals 40% reality damage, but it also does additional 20% more reality damage, up to a max of 40% for each stack of poison you have. So her best friend is kind of needed on the team, Sotheby, because she also inflicts poison, which makes it a lot easier for her damage to scale. You can use, I believe it's Conjura, who comes on 1.4. If you guys don't know who that is, you know, that's this person right here. It's definitely doable, but you just have to wait a little bit longer to use her. So that just kind of plays into a factor if you should summon her now, or if you should wait for her to go into the standard banner to get a chance. But overall, I think Sotheby just works better, and the synergy just works a little bit better than that. Now we're going to take a look at her second move, which is called Good Friends. This is also a very high damaging move. So this one does 335 reality damage to 2 enemies. It also does 75% more reality damage if the enemy is status down, negative status, or control. And this is where poison comes in handy. Like I said, Sotheby, she throws out poison. And if you can constantly get Sotheby's poison out, and it stacks up and it stacks, and then you get Changeling or Jessica's poison after her ult, it stacks, and like I'm telling you, she's doing damage on top of damage. And then you can also play other factors like negative down with Beacorn Bloom. Future one-shotting videos with Changeling, Beacorn Bloom, Sotheby, or whoever is going to be added to the poison team later on down the road. Now we're going to go look at some of her insights. At Insight 1, you'll be doing 20% damage to all enemies that are inflicted with poison, which is pretty easy to do because you're going to have Sotheby and Changeling on your team. But not only that, you're also going to be inflicting poison to all enemies for 2 rounds, and that you're going to be inflicting Genesis damage every 3 turns, and that's based off her attack damage. So when you're doing Resonance, attack is pretty important to add into that. Insight 2 is pretty straightforward. You're doing 8% more damage from whenever you enter battle. That's just kind of a DPS boost. I feel like every DPS has that. And then you're going to go into Insight 3, which I feel like is an important one as well. Because after attacking your enemies not inflicted with poison, you're also going to be inflicting 2 stacks of poison for 2 rounds. That's actually so nuts. And then even then, she's going to be applying Genesis damage, and that's 30% of her attack. But this is for each turn. So if you have her, get her to that Insight 3. But when she does drop, the event's going to give you enough material to get her to Insight 3 anyways. Now let's take a look at portraits, the best part of the character, right? For whales, of course, or if you get lucky if you're free to play. So P1 is good. Gaze from the forest increases reality damage dealt by 425%. Like I said, it's good. It's just more damage on top of damage. P2, I feel like this is probably the most important one because when entering battle at the start of the round, for every 3 rounds, extends the duration of the poison inflicted, which is amazing because like I said, you always want to make sure your opponents are poisoned. P3, which is White Blankie, more damage on one of her skills, whether that be 1, 2, or 3 stars. P4 as well, another damage on her skill. It also inflicts with stats down, negative down, or control, and if they are controlled or any of those, they have more damage dealt. P5, just another Gaze from the forest. So damage is increased 500 reality damage opposed to the 425 that it was at P1. The best psych for her, hands down, I wouldn't even look at anything else. Blasphemer of the Night. That's what helps her scale with her poison. Because whenever there's an enemy and it has a status down or inflicted with a poison stat, you do 10 times more damage than what she's already doing when she's doing her poison damage from her kit. So Blasphemer of the Night, hands down, I wouldn't even look at anything else. Try to get that as high as you can just to do the max damage you could do, the most optimal damage you could do. But like I said, at the end of the day, Changeling is all up to you if you guys feel like it's something you need to pull. But for me, Changeling Jessica is a must pull for me because, like I said, I have Sodabi and I've been wanting her from the start of the game. You have to remember, Changeling is someone you're going to use in a poison setting, so you're going to need a poison team with her. Just because you're going to want that poison inflicted. I know she does it herself, so it's not like, oh, you need to have Sodabi or you need to have Kandra for her, but at the end of the day, that's probably the best and the most optimal thing to do. Other DPSs might be a little bit easier to find team compositions for them. Because like I said, Changeling wants that poison and you want other people that can inflict the poison, not just her. Because she's all about that to do the most damage she could do. But like I said, you can go and choose her and put her on a team with whoever you feel comfortable doing. You just might not get the damage that you're looking for, the damage that you see other people do. And like all in all, that's really up to you. My personal preference, I feel like if you do have a Sodabi, if you're looking to get Kandra, definitely pull her because you're not going to be disappointed in the damage that she does, especially when you do have her in a poison setting or when you fight against units that are weak to plant types. I'm telling you, she is a must pull for me. So like I said, if you plan on using the plants or that poison status effect, definitely pull Changeling. You 100% won't be disappointed in that. Yes, I tried to sneak into something. I tried to get Blondie. I want another copy of Beacorn Bloom, but nope, I got this stuff. This is punishment. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.